There are 3 different ways on the Singer Quantum Stylist 9960 to keep track of your seam allowances. Now, the throat plate has lines on it, and they are marked 5/8 and 3/8, the different settings depending on what your pattern is. But I have you kind of on this side of the machine because this is another way that you can set up to have your machine easily be following the right line. So a seam guide comes with this machine. You come in from the right side, and I want to show you where you push it through. So there's a little area, and when I say push, I mean push because it's nice and tight. So see that little area? It's kind of in that black opening. When you slide that all the way in, you have the ability to set this for a much wider seam allowance, or if you're doing any echo quilting or stitching multiple rows of stitching right after, like what next to each other, where you can just mark one line and then go ahead and move it over every time. And then you don't have to mark every line, say 2 inches apart. You just set the guide, say 2 inches away from your foot, and then you continue to stitch, moving your previous line of stitching to sit underneath your seam guide. Now, speaking of seam guides, there's a third way that comes with this machine. So it has a green screw. The green screw sits into the throat plate here. You put the seam guide on the machine. Here, let's just open it. I didn't think I wanted to, but here we go. I just have to kind of keep these items together because once they're separated, they don't look like much. People always bring these in and say, oh, what is this? So you actually take and set this to where you want it to be, then screw the screw into the throat plate, and when you get it tight, then it creates this little wall for you to use. So the one we put into the back, which I am going to actually pull out and remove, would be used when you are working on top of the fabric. This is going to be set up for when you want to have a little wall and you'll be working along the edge of the fabric. So this is a great way to also assist with getting the right seam allowance every time you sew.